Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy J-Man, and look, y'all, today, it's time that I send a real message to the 2K community, bro, because this is what I was trying to explain to some of y'all, but some of y'all were just, y'all keep trying to tell me like, oh, nah, you just complain. And when I drop videos and I explain things, like, bro, people, when I say people don't like to watch 2K content, people like to watch people be miserable on 2K. Some of y'all think I'm just joking. You see what I'm saying? Because this guy right here by the name of Nolo, right? Look at what he commented. Now, before we do anything, I'm doing the intro. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy, Jay. Maybe we are once again back in another video for y'all today. Once again, we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So y'all make sure to like, subscribe, and let's try to get 89 likes on this video, right? But this guy right here by the name of Nolo, I think he's been watching me for a very long time, I think, right? He says, bring this J mid back. So he wants me to go back to where I was snapping on people and, I was, going at it with people. And I don't know why some of y'all think that these were videos to where I was acting. Like I told you, I'm very competitive. We could be playing, Uno. I'm trying to win. You see what I'm saying? But you see this guy's comment, bring this J mid back, right? Then on another comment, he said it's 13 days ago, missed these videos. So do you see the pattern here, right? The first one, he wants me to go back to where I was snapping on people, right? Then he says, miss these type of videos. YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, did I not tell you guys this? How many times did I tell you guys that listen, people in the 2A community, and they don't even gotta admit this. I know this. They don't like watching 2K content. They like seeing people miserable. They want to see you miserable playing 2K. And why is that the case? Right? Because, like I said before, they can relate to what was going on in a video like this, right? To where somebody was like Jamie was he was snapping, going at it with somebody playing with randoms. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna find that entertaining because I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. You see what I'm saying? And this is the problem here. This is the problem I try to get across to some of y'all that this should not be the case. As a content creator, you should not want you should not want so-called views just because they want to see you yell or snap at somebody, bro. That's a problem. And the reason why I'm also pointing this out is a lot of people say, bro, the game not that bad. But then I get comments like this right here, right? I get comments like this right here when people say the game is not that bad. And then this is what else I'm gonna show y'all, right? And this is what I'm saying. When I'm not streaming, bro, if I streamed every single game that I played when I did play the game, it would have been viral by now, bro. Right? Because look at this is a proving grounds game. And for anybody says in the comment section, yeah, my center can shoot the ball. It was just so happened to be this game right here. We couldn't find no rhythm from 3 point line. It happens. Every game you're not gonna be able to hit a three. We get all of that. But the overall impact, my center put up an A minus, had the highest teammate grade out of everybody on this team playing with randoms, right? 32 points, 18 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Look at the shooting guard, the small forward. You can even argue the power forward. What impact did they bring that game right there, bro? Right? They didn't bring anything. You see what I'm saying? Now, the reasons why I'm saying this would have been viral is because if you would have heard me in the game chat, I was very irritated, bro. I was very disappointed. And y'all gonna say, why are you disappointed you playing with randoms? Yeah, I was playing with randoms, but guess what? It's proving grounds, bro. It was a proving grounds game to where you mean to tell me as a shooting guard or a small forward, and even a power forward, your impact is basically, not even there. Dude shot 0 for 10, 0 for 7, 4 turnovers, right? Small forward, 0 for 3, 1 stop, right? And y'all saw, bro, the shooting guard got 3 steals, but his man got 18 points, right? It's one thing if you have, like, bro, I'm looking at it like this. 0 points, 3 steals, 4 turnovers. That's a Pat Bev stat line. And the reason why I brought that up is because a lot of y'all try to sit there, y'all try to call Patrick Beverly a bad basketball player, but this is how some of y'all play on the video game, which is kind of funny to me. Small forward, right? 0 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover. His man had 22 points, right? Power forward, and again, 8 points, 3 steals. Power forward. I mean, the power forward's not really gonna be the person that brings the outcome of a basketball game. So, and I'm looking at it like, yeah, he could have probably had more rebounds, or she could have probably had more rebounds, but It is what it is, right? But my guy had 7 and 8 on me, right? And he only had 2 blocks, and he was 3 for 7. He was 1 for 4 from the 3 point range. So if you guys can say, well, bro, you shot 0 for 2 from the three, that's probably why y'all lost. False, right? My guy shot 1 of 4 from the 3 point line. So it wasn't like he was, lighting it up from the 3 point line. I told you this as a big man when I did play center because I'm not a natural center, bro. Like I can play the position on a basic level, but that's not my play style, right? As a center, I will shoot the ball, but if I'm not hitting threes, I'm not gonna be the player. I'm gonna shoot 0 for 6 from the three. Like I said, that's why you see I had 4 free throw attempts and made all of them, right? Because if I'm not hitting threes, I'm going right back to the paint, and that's what we did. But do you see how there was very no help from the shooting guard and small forward? Lost the game, right? Then another game right here. And again, the point that I'm trying to get across here is the things that I'm showing y'all. Y'all are the type of people to where these things that I'm showing you, these would have been viral, right? If I would have streamed these games right here that you're seeing, it would have been viral because this is what y'all like to see, and that's a problem, bro. Think about it. Not I'm not even the only one. Some of y'all are waiting on people to drop 2K content so you can relate to what they're talking about. You see what I'm saying? You're not getting the vibe of, oh, like what if this person actually, was enjoying the game, which is kind of rare to find nowadays, right? But people don't care about that. They want to see something they can relate to. This is what I'm trying. When people try to tell me, and again, the reason why I'm showing this right here is because everybody on this team right here when I was playing with randoms, once again, was an old head. And these are the same people. And again, y'all be, well, how do you know they're old? Because they got them, they might get put on, bro. They put a mic on and they start talking. Be like, oh, people can't adjust to the game. Look at how some of these people play, bro. I want y'all to see this. But if I was streaming this, it would have been viral. PG, 0 for 8, 4 turnovers, right? Cody has 17 points, 1 rebound, 5 steals, only had two turnovers. He was 8 for 14 from the field, 1 free throw attempt. The small four had 34, was 12 for 24 from the field, 9 for 18 from the three. The game was over, bro. Your PG, first of all, the PG and center combined for 2 and 6, right? Meaning two points and 6 rebounds because the center had 5 and the PG had 1. That's a disgrace. And I told you, anytime when you have no PG and center, you're going to lose. But here's the thing. You guys might say, well, bro, like, you know, they just had a bad game. That don't mean they're bad players. Oh, really? So this is the center. Now, before I even get to anything, right? And like, this is gonna probably be about 40-minute video because I got a lot I want to say, bro. See what I'm saying? Before y'all say anything to me, these are what randoms. They been took out skill-based matchmaking, right? They don't let you back out the game unless you close up, and you still might get banned for that. You see what I'm saying? Because I still got people telling me they're getting banned for leaving games, right? Y'all might say, well, bro, they just might have had a bad game. They're just not good players, bro. They're not even average, right? Remember when I told you 2K puts people on the court with my players that shoot 20%? You thought I was capping? Oh, but Jamin, that's one person. The PG shoot 27%. And this goes back to my argument when I was talking about, why they should have kept skill-based matchmaking in solo rec. Because it's unfair to put players who are not as, even decent with players who understand what they're doing. You see what I'm saying? Because look, you guys might say, well, bro, the PG Center just had a bad game. No, they're bad players, bro. They're horrible players, right? Look at this. The most two important positions on the court shoot in the 20s from 3 point line. And y'all might say, well, bro, it's not about shooting threes. Hear what I'm saying, bro. If you are playing in the record proving grounds and people find out that you're playing with people that can't shoot, they're just going to pack the paint and dare you to shoot the ball. And that's why we got ran out the gym. See what I'm saying? Now you guys might say, well, bro, Cody's man had 26 points, right? But look at the whole point of the team, bro. Yeah, yes, Cody's man did have 26 points, but Cody had 17 and 5 steals. It wasn't like the dude got, 40 and he's like lighting it up. We look at the offense. PG, D plus, center, 2 and 5, 1 for 8, right? I would hope somebody have at least almost close to 30. When that's the two key positions, they can't do anything, right? But let's move on. Another one, because y'all might say, bro, those guys are in the 80s, J Mid. So like, You showing people that are 84, 85, that's a bad example. Well, how about I show you somebody who's a 98 overall, right? Another one, 21%, right? But these are the same ones, man. Y'all don't know how to adjust to the game. Like, y'all say the game is bad, but y'all can't adjust. What are we talking about here, bro? Right? Another one, another old head, right? Telling me, oh, like y'all complain, but y'all can't adjust. Dog. And see, the reason why I screenshot this right here is because this guy said he don't be on the game as much. You've played almost 1,000 games, right? And in 700 games, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is shooting 23% from the 3-point line. 23%, okay? 23. Another one, 0%. These guys are old heads, by the way, too. These guys are old heads. They put on the mic and they told me all you guys do is complain. You can't adjust, right? Another one, right? Are you guys not seeing the pattern here? But these are people telling me, you can't adjust, you just complain. Now, this goes back to my point, ladies and gentlemen. How many times did I tell you guys, right, that a lot of people in the 2A community, they don't like the game, right? There's people right now watching this video. They'll try to say, bro, the game ain't that bad. But right, you know for a fact that you don't like the game and you're scared to admit it, bro. Because the same ones who tell me, oh, you can't adjust, right? Y'all just can't adjust to the game. That's your problem. Y'all are terrible. This is what I laugh at. Y'all be trying to sit there and tell me, like, bro, the problem is y'all can't adjust to the game and y'all are not entertaining. Guess what, dog? Those games that I just showed you, or those players that they put on Cody's or on my players team. I was about to say Cody's team because Cody, that's his name, right? If I would have been streaming those games, the video would have probably had about 10,000 views because people want to see something that they can relate to, and that is bad for 2K. That's bad. Remember, 2K content used to be something that people could, it's fun to watch, not something to where they want to see you mad and pissed off because they know, okay, I'm not the same. At least I'm not the same one going through that. At least he talking to he know how bad it is. He know the fact that this is why the game is unplayable, right? But that's what it is now, right? But what I don't like from a lot of people, especially who are up to age, try to play this, the game ain't so bad. Y'all gotta adjust, and y'all are the same ones who are horrible, and I mean terrible, okay? Horrible. Don't try to tell me to adjust to the game when y'all can't. Y'all are shooting 20%, okay? 20%. Some of y'all shooting 7%. Y'all saw the numbers, right? And y'all try to sit there and defend the game like it's good. Listen, I keep it real about the game, bro. I'm telling y'all what it is. The reason why the game is where it's at is because of gameplay. I didn't tell no lies. But when I make videos and I talk about, gameplay being terrible, the RNG is a huge problem in gameplay. And I look at the comment section and I see, like, not even in mine, but I'm seeing it in All City's comments. And shout out to All City if you ever see this video, right? People will be like, bro, all y'all do is there's nothing, y'all never speak nothing positive on the game because there is nothing positive to talk about. Because guess what? Remember when I talked about saying, bro, listen, when it came to skill-based matchmaking, I told you, I was like, bro, listen, I'm looking at it and I'm seeing the fact they should keep it in solo rec and get rid of it and probably everything else. Because I could understand how it could get very irritating and, frustrating. You're just sitting there playing over and over all people that are just trying to sweat, right? I get all of that, right? But I said it's bad for them to take it out of random rec because you're going to force people who are not, even average on the game to make them ruin the experience for others. And when I said that, you had a lot of people saying you're just whining and complaining, right? But the same people who tell me that are the same ones who are watching these videos, right? It's funny to me. If you so-called love the game and you didn't have no problems with the game, why are you watching my content? Like, I find that very interesting. If you feel like the game has no issues, the game is right where it needs to be, why are you watching somebody who has that a different opinion to where They don't really like the game as much. Why watch me? Right? But I can tell you why you watching me, dog. Because you know the things that Jay may be talking about. I'm not gonna put a comment, but he is making a couple of points, right? He is getting to a couple of points to where he is telling the truth here. But y'all be the same ones telling me you gotta adjust, and y'all just be complaining. What are we talking about here, bro? I try to tell y'all this, right? If you so-called love the game, why don't I ever see you streaming it? Or why do I never see content being displayed of y'all so-called on this game? And I know the answer, right? You're gonna say, nah, bro, like, I want to do it, but like I'm not getting no views. Why ain't I getting no views? I thought it's about being entertaining, bro. Let me ask you that real quick, because this is what y'all gonna tell me in the comment section, right? Y'all gonna say, bro, I could do that, but I'm not getting no views, right? But what you mean not getting news? The game not dead apparently. So what you talking about? The game, if you should be able to get views. The game not dead, right? See, that's the problem with some of y'all. Y'all do this for the wrong reasons, right? Y'all have an opinion over the fact that you don't like it when somebody give you facts, bro. Like when I tell you right now, why do I love watching Badge Plug's videos so much? Because Badge Plug speaks on how he really feels about the game, right? I don't like certain people, and I'm standing on what I say too. I still feel like 2K is playing people behind the scenes. I don't care what nobody tell me. I've seen people that got logos, and I'm looking at their content, right? Their content is down the drain to where if they thought they were trying to make this, a chapter in their life to where they can make it to where like a job, it's not gonna happen with the content that they posted, bro. Because the state of the game and the things that they're saying, they're not saying what needs to be said. Meaning they're not saying how they really feel about the game. They're just, it seems like they're working with 2K and there's money involved. It's how I look at it, bro. And that's my opinion. Y'all don't gotta agree with me. Y'all can disagree with me. But like I'm telling y'all, I feel that there is something going on behind the scenes, and I'm gonna stand on that too. I don't care what nobody tell me. I'm gonna stand on that. The things I'm seeing people talk about being professional, things like that, right? You don't play with players that play like that, right? And this is what I'm talking about, looking at it from both sides. See, it's one thing to you play with a team 24/7 and you got a different approach to the game. But like I said before, and I've been saying this since 2K22 and 2K23, what happens when that team is not around and now you got to go and deal with the random experience? Because trust me, I'm a content creator. I could easily team up with a bunch of solid decent players and get carried every single game out if I wanted to, right? But I'm looking at it from both sides, right? Because I've done that before. I've played with people, they gonna carry me to wins, things like that, and I ain't got really no complaints. But I've also realized a different approach to where how was the game without your so-called teammates or your day ones? It's a totally different approach and it's a totally different experience to where it's bad. You see what I'm saying? It's bad, it's bad, it's bad. And I don't care what nobody tell me, right? I don't care what nobody tell me because what I'm telling you right now and what I showed you is facts, right? And there's always, like I said, before you put a comment saying like, bro, you always talk about old heads. Yeah, you want to know why I talk about old heads a lot? Because 9 times out of 10, they're the ones that are on this game playing this game, right? A kid not going, a kid's not putting all of this VC into the game. You know how much VC costs on this game? And I'm not saying kids nowadays are broke, but when we talk about, because y'all be like, bro, it's little kids too. Dog, little kids, like by the age of probably like 11 to 13, they not putting no all of this VC into things like that. Even the people that were in the 84, 85 overalls, they were grown men, right? And their excuse was they were on a different build. But guess what? That's not an excuse. You want to know why it's not an excuse? Because guess what? When you make a new build, it doesn't reset your stats on the rec. You see what I'm saying? Everything stays the same. So that's not an excuse, right? But once again, the reason why I pointed that out, those are the same people, bro. Like, y'all can't adjust. That's your problem. So what are we talking about here, bro? What are we talking about? First, oh, it's not that. It's a new build. But dog, your stats don't reset. You see what I'm saying? But you see how people want to watch people so they can relate to things. They don't. You're not getting the vibes of. If I try the video right now, right? And I said, like I said, I can go live right now, and I stated like, bro, I'm on a 10 game losing streak in the rec with randoms. The stream is people are going to click, 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 right? They're going to click. They don't even got to comment. They're going to tab the stream up, right? Oh, Jamie on the loser streak. Oh, I gotta go watch that because I've been going through in the reg too. I've been going through the same thing similar in the reg today. They might not be on no 10-game loser streak, YouTube, but they've been losing to where it's relatable. So now they're gonna feel comfortable, right, to want to be in that type of environment because they're not the only ones dealing with it. They're not the only ones who've been losing. So now it feels like they're like a part of the family, pretty much. So like, okay, I've been losing today, but J Med live right now. He said he was on the Tank Evolution. I'm gonna tune into that, right? And then when J Med snaps, the views gonna go up, right? Because there's a lot of people that can relate to what J Med was talking about, or they can relate to the fact that J Med was losing, right? There's a lot of that going on, but that should not be your outlook and standard on 2K content. And right now, that's the outlook and standard. People only want to watch people when they're not having a good time on the game, when they're losing by 30, right? When they're missing wide open shots, because people can relate to those things that I just talked about, right? Getting paired with the bad teammates, it's relatable, right? But instead of 2K looking at why are these things happening, right? They look at it as people in the community are just complaining. And like I said, until you get put on the team, that players who are absolutely horrible, right? And the reason why what makes me so hostile with people is because when I tell you, it's grown men. The problem is y'all can't adjust. The dude that's named Tough Gaming, bro. And again, and Black was in the party chat when I said this because I was like, bro, I was like, dog, you got gaming in your name. You don't know what you're really doing. And I wasn't really arguing with him. I was telling him like, bro, we gonna lose the game because you know you don't know what you're doing and the PG's lost, right? To call it what it is. I told you I'm very competitive. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm gonna call it what it is, right? He says, nah, bro, you just complain. Right? He says the problem with you young people. Y'all complain, y'all don't know how to adjust to the game, right? I'm like, dog, what platform do you used to like play the game or stream on? Because you talking like you that guy, right? So I'm like, at this point, I'm taking a guess. I'm like, what you stream on Facebook, right? He's not, saying anything to me. So I'm like, okay, I'm talking to somebody in the party chat. This I'm like, Black, can you go search up this guy's name real quick and tell me where his platform is? Because he's talking to me. Because the guy was legit saying like, "Oh, you don't know the top players I play with, right?" And I'm like, "Bro, you must be like that on this game, right?" So I'm like, "Bro, who is this guy, right?" Black, goes on Twitch, searches his name. He's like, "Dog, this guy only got 100 followers, right?" So then I go back in the game chat and I'm like, "Dog, you got 100 followers talking about you playing with top players, bro. And then you said you don't play the game as much. You played over 700 games. But you're trying to tell me you don't know how to adjust? Let me explain something to y'all, ladies and gentlemen. When you are playing with randoms, you cannot adjust to people who can't shoot. Because let me explain something to you. Once people find out you can't shoot the ball, they're going to pack the paint, right? So, for example, he was a horrible shooter, right? What do you think the other team did? They packed the paint and dared him to shoot the ball. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? When that happens, now you're hurting the team. Now you're a liability to the team, right? Not only him, but the PG as well, because they are unable to space the floor. So where now everybody else, like the shooting guard, the small forward, the power forward, they got to be lights out, right? Because the two most important players are not able to make an impact because they're a liability to the team. But when I'm explaining this to him, he's giving me excuses like he don't be on the game as much, right? Or nah, you just gotta adjust. People can adjust to an inside big. Yeah, people, not randoms. When you're playing with randoms, nobody can adjust to that because nobody knows one another. See, when you're playing people, they know your disadvantage. Of course, yeah, they know. Okay, Justin's on a, he's on an inside big, but we got a guard, we got Terrell running guard to where he knows he can create and get him open looks, right? But when you're playing with randoms, you cannot expect a random to save you and hide your weakness because we don't know one another. But the things that I'm saying are relatable to y'all. You see what I'm saying? Y'all can relate to the things that I'm talking about. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to good content. It shouldn't be based on things that people can relate to. It should be oh, do like maybe this guy, I actually like his content. I actually like the fact that, he says this about the game. He has this opinion about the game. It shouldn't be about things that people can relate to on why people don't like the game, right? And like I said before, I don't care what nobody says. I still feel the same way. Feel like people are behind the scenes. There's money involved, right? Looking at these other people's, their platforms, and I'm not seeing anything that's, tells me that they A, love doing this, and B, care about doing this, right? It just seems like it's a money grab situation where, oh, all you gotta do, we gonna slide you this check behind the scenes, right? And you just gotta just be chill, and we got you, right? Because like I said before, somebody that cares about content, right, or loves doing content, they're gonna be real about the game, right? Be like, okay, y'all, let's stop sugarcoating stuff. This is how I really feel about the game, bro. That, and again, this is why somebody like Badge Plug, he has a big following, right? Because it's not about him being good at the game. It's about what does Badge Plug, what is his real opinion about the state of the game, right? What is the real opinion that you're getting about Badge Plug about NBA 2K25? And he talks about that stuff. See what I'm saying? But what I don't like is when some of y'all try to tell me it's about adjusting and the game ain't so bad, right? But then you got people literally telling me the things that they want to see, it involves things they can relate to, right? So I don't want to hear anything about, you know, bruh, y'all be talking about the game is dead and it's not dead. Yes, it is. It is. It completely is, bro. I could probably go on my phone right now and see once again that I'm only sleeping has a bigger viewership, right? But Jamin, that's IRL. And again, what does that take? Does that take being entertaining? So you falling asleep, do you have to be, talented to do that? Or that tells me that's how, how bored people got to be of watch 2K content. The fact that they'd rather watch somebody go to sleep, right? You don't have to be talented to fall asleep. You don't have to be entertaining to fall asleep, right? You just got to be you to fall asleep. But you cannot be you and play 2K, right? Because right now to them, bro, you're not entertaining. You see what I'm saying? You can only be, raging, and then they look at it like, okay, now we're gonna watch because now, right, we can relate to that. That's how you know NBA 2K25 is a bad product. That's how you know NBA 2K25 is a terrible basketball game. That's how you know NBA 2K25 is a one of the worst video games I've ever played and ever seen, right? Next gen wise too, right? And that is why the devs need to be questioned. Because the things that I just talked about are clear facts, bro. And y'all know I'm not telling no lies, bro. You know I'm not telling no lies. You see what I'm saying? You know that. But you still got people in the comments, bros always complaining, but you still watching me. You still click and watch the videos, right? Because you know the things that I'm saying. You're going to play me in the background, whether you're in your proving grounds, you're in your little rec game, and you're going to hear what I'm saying. You're going to be like, bro, even though I don't like J Mid not telling the lies here, bro. So if that's the case, then stop all of this capping about the game is good because you know it's not, right? And if you think the game is good, then give me reasons. And it's nothing I'm gonna challenge people on too, right? If y'all, let's say everything that I'm saying in this video, you disagree with me, and if you do, that's your opinion. That's you. That's you can feel how you want to feel. I put that in my description. Feel free to comment on what you want to say. That's y'all opinion, right? But if you feel like the game is good and it's the fact that people are overreacting, tell me why. Give me reasons and opinions why the game is so good. Don't tell me nothing about offline, right? Because offline, I don't really count offline. When we talk about a next gen product, you cannot say, oh, well, if you play the game offline, the game is good. No, we can't do that, bro, because we're in 2025. We cannot say playing the game offline, right, is that makes the game good. No, no, we're not doing that. I need you to give me fact. We're going to talk about things that people are supposed to carry the game. Remember, what carried 2K a lot was, the my player experience, right? The multiplayer experience. So I need people, right, to explain to me why NBA 2K25 is a good game and it's not a bad game. I need people to explain to me why The game, if it's alive, tell me that, oh, the game ain't dead. The game is alive. Tell me. I need you to give me facts, right? Because everything that I just told y'all about, I give y'all facts on. I even showed y'all two comments of Nolo saying, bro, go back to these videos because he can relate to it. Like I've been saying, bro. You don't gotta like me. You don't gotta hate me, but you can't tell me that I'm not speaking facts here, bro. That's why y'all watch people that play 2K. You don't watch them because they're having a good time on the game. The only person that probably gets people that, gets people to watch them for playing the game is probably Joe Knows, as far as I know, right? Meaning Joe knows he plays for his prom team is with the black market. He literally his prom team is like what top 5 in the world or something like that. People are gonna watch Joe Knows when he plays prom because Joe Knows, he understands the game and he's very competitive, right? Plays prime. He's probably the only one that I know that can pull people that they're gonna watch him for him playing the game wise. They're not going. They don't watch Joe Knows because they can relate to him. They watch Joe Knows because he makes it. He has a competitive background and he plays on a team that has worked his way from being what the black market has been. I don't know how long the black market has been around, but all I know is the black market. That prime team has been top 5 or top 10 the last 2 to 3 years, if I'm correct. I could be wrong. I don't know, right? I could be right. I could be wrong. But as far as I'm concerned, the black market, has put that team has put his name in the 2K community. You see what I'm saying? So that's probably the only creator I know that could pull people, that could play, just watch the game. Another person you could probably argue, what's his name? What is it? Steezo? Steezo? Does Steezo even drop content anymore? Steve sort of God, he don't even drop together content no more. Not that I know. If he hasn't dropped a video in 3 months, right? But he probably the only one I know. Okay, he dropped 2K video. People gonna watch because about his gameplay, right? But other than that, I can't think of nobody else that's pulling an active, viewership because of gameplay on 2K. I cannot think of it. I can't see it, right? Badge Plug talks about how he feels about the game. That's why I love watching Badge Plug videos. All City talks about how he feels about the game, right? The Book of Swansea, he even watched videos. He talks about how he feels about the game, right? He talks about what's going on in the 2A community, right? So it's things like that. I'm not seeing people when it comes to gameplay, pulling people, they're gonna watch them because of the game. No, and that's what it should be about, but that's not the case because the game is not good. And that's what I need y'all to understand. If the game was good, then people would watch people for the gameplay, but they're not. 9 times out of 10, people are watching people because they can relate to those people. And that's all I really got to say about that one, bro. And like I said, if you guys want any type of proof of evidence of like, oh, like, so if 2K not the wave, then what should I do? And y'all not gonna like me for saying this, but you got to start branching out, bro. Right? You have to start branching out. You got to try to start doing things that obviously involves you, right? But you got to find something that you like to do, but don't just force yourself to be like, oh, because, I grew up watching, 2K, or I grew up wanting to play 2K. I'm going to just force myself to just put 2K content on my channel. Like, I'm on my next video after this, I'm dropping a Steelers video because I have a lot to talk about of this team, right? I have a lot to talk about with my Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm going to make a video about it. You see what I'm saying? I have a lot to say, right? And I'm going to talk about that in the next video I drop. It don't got to get the most views, but it's something that I love talking about to where I'm not going to force myself and, make myself miserable on a game that I really don't enjoy. Just because I have footage on it doesn't mean I enjoy the game, right? It's more of, it just fits the narrative of what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? To where, like, you guys are not like, okay, you're talking about 2K, but you got Fortnite gameplay in the background. You're confused. So that's why you see the stuff in the background, right? But like I was saying, you got to start doing things that you like to do. So if you like to exercise, go for it. Make a goal, right? Make a goal. Do updates saying, you could probably like, again, this is if you like making content though. Like if you don't love making content, then it's really not, you don't really got to listen to what I'm saying. But for the ones who love making content, oh, what a move right there by Cody. For the ones who love making content and you want to find a way to, find a way to be successful, you got to start branching out, bro. You got to, right? You got to start branching out. Okay. And if you feel like you can't branch out, then in my opinion, you're really not a content creator, in my opinion, right? If you are a content creator, and I know it might sound harsh because I'm gonna show, bro, it's not my fault that 2K is a bad game and people don't want to watch it. You're correct, but a true content creator would still find things, to make it interesting and something that you can tell that involves their personality and they actually like to do what they're doing, right? Whether it's talking about something or playing something, right? So that's how I look at it, bro. And I feel bad. I trust me, I do feel bad because trust me, I know how it is, bro. You guys think I don't know how it is, right? How do you guys think it makes me feel the fact that when I have look at my live streams, right? When I was on a losing streak in the wreck, video had 2,000, 5,000 some people in there watching, right? When I'm putting these titles of raging or if I'm a thumbnail, it gets views, right? I don't want that to happen. Now, saying, but what you mean you don't want views? It's not about that. I don't want that type of audience to just be my, content. I don't want to just be known for snapping and raging. I want to be known for just being who J Mid is, bro. I want to be known for J Mid being competitive. I don't want J Mid to be known for, yeah, man, he was snapping, he was raging at him. That's who he is. No, that's not what I'm trying to build here, bro. Right? That's not what I'm trying to build here. And the fact that, like I said, some of y'all look at it like, oh, bro, that's being ungrateful because you can get views. That means you're being fake, right? Because if you're only going to, if I would have forced yourself to just, want to yell at people, right? Just kind of want to get views. That's not gonna go. That's not gonna end well when everything is all said and done. Because guess what? All it does is, oh, that's the guy who's just known for raging when he plays the game, right? That's not the guy who's known for being himself. See what I'm saying? But this video right here just exposes once again those two comments that I read. It exposes the truth of the 2K community and what they really are and what people really like to watch. They don't want to watch you play the game. They want to watch something they can relate to. Everything's relatable, but in a negative way, because that's how you know NBA 2K25, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's current gen or in next gen, it's a bad product. It's a bad game. It's a bad video game. Other than that, I'm gonna catch you later. Y'all be good. Much love to y'all. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. See this video up next. I'm out, man. Peace.